What up? What up? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Big Boosie, man. Street Knowledge Podcast back again. We're gonna do a little reaction. I'm gonna use all this under fair use. The streets is on fire, still on fire. The streets is on fire about the Max beat. Paperwork as far as, what his plea agreement or plea deal was real. Status boom, salute, what up? Appreciate you, salute. But yeah, I want to get into a little bit of things. We're going to do some reaction to one of the guys, one of Max B homies is, he been locked up before. He basically saying that he's, good at paperwork, reading paperwork, and saying what they say. I wanted to get your opinion because a lot of stuff is going on now with calling a person a rat. I'm just trying to figure out, this here is a real tricky one. It's real tricky because, ratting on people is when you do crimes with them, with that person. And or even if you ain't do a crime, you tell on somebody else when you get caught with the police and you tell them I can help y'all get other people. Those is rats, and they start working there and they're an informant, which still consists of being a rat. The tricky part is Max went to trial, did 75 years, and came back with this plea agreement movement for them to actually say that they'll drop it to a manslaughter and he did enough time to actually be released due to the charge that they is letting him go on, which you have to plead to something because that'll be a lawsuit if they just let him go. Now, if he went and won the lawsuit, if he went and won an appeal, maybe that can also be a lawsuit. But overall, they're saying that now, being that he did that, they can use that against Pooh Simms for him to be able to get an appeal. When he tried to go for an appeal, they're going to deny him due to that plea that Max did. But other people saying that they can't use that against Pooh and he could get back in court. It just depends on the case itself. Now, in this situation, they are telling the guy, Tap, I think that's his name, Tap, that knows the law, that they still trying, stand on that Max was a rat because he took that plea agreement, and he's saying that it's not. Then they saying Max had to tell on the girl. Max wasn't there, so I'm trying to figure out how could he tell on somebody if he wasn't even there. And when the police get their information, which I just heard through some people that knows the whole situation, because they know, my boy know the guy. They said his name was Dave, the one that got actually unalived in there. He had reached for the pistol, and that's how it all happened. It went off and it hit him. So if Max wasn't there and the girl was there, they said it was another girl too. The other girl didn't really know. She was just riding along. They didn't actually tell her what they was going to do. So I'm just trying to figure out, why would they say Max told on the female? So we're going to react to some of this, man. And they're going to be going back and forth in arguments. So, we're going to I'm going to just go through it best as I can. And y'all let me know what y'all think.
Block. Okay, this is Trap right here. Yo, Trap, what's up, man? Come up here. I'm invite you up here.
That's the guy named Trap.
Who you on the phone with, Wack? This Trap.
Yeah, I wanted to hear that deal now.
This Trap right here. Yo, Trap.
That's the nigga from Miami that was in Miami?
Nah, he from New York. You from
Trap, you talking
about Trap?
You talking about ADHD trap?
Look like he on the phone right now.
Yo, nah, he probably gotta hit the mute trap.
Oh, that's the nigga that recorded our call.
Yeah, that's you using.
Okay, well, I'm waiting for him to go on the internet and keep it real. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Oh, that's KAR trap. I know who that is.
Yeah,
man. I see no more, man.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to go on the internet and keep it real.
Shout out to Trap. He opened up for Cruise Control for Mariah the Scientist. Salute to him. He just opened up for Mariah the Scientist.
So the trap guy is a rapper. He just opened up for Mariah the Scientist, is what they're saying right now. So he just letting them know who he is and his credibility and all of the above. And this is on their Clubhouse. So we going through it. Fast Bucks, hello from Scotland. Peace, Scotland in the building.
Last night. So that was a big deal for Trap, man. Salute to that, KER.
Well, you gotta go keep it real, bro.
Yo, Trap, man. Yo,
Facts, he's with Pistol Pete, KAR, for real. Salute from Tennessee, Camp Gaddafi, what up? Yeah, he's with Kill All Rats. So he's gonna be breaking down the paperwork, and it's gonna get crazy, so y'all bear with it. Let's listen.
Hit that mute button. This whack right here.
You can hear me now, right? There we go.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
The mic was off. It's on now.
Oh yeah, but listen though, Trap, before you go, right? This is whack you had on the phone on the YouTube.
Hey, bro, until Trap go online and do what he's supposed to do. Because you got the paperwork that you said didn't exist.
All right, so look, can I first of all, what's up, everybody, right? We're going to start this respectfully. Yo, what's up?
What's that word? Salute.
Salute, yeah, salute, right? Big salute to everybody in the room, right? Cool. Boom. We here for the end, right? So we all gonna do our part to get to the end result, right? If the end result is what it is.
It is, bro. Why you keep...
Let me talk, because listen, you didn't study law. You didn't actually...
Huh?
You can put...
Bro, all that. You ain't got to study law to read this nigga down.
All right, listen. If you let me finish my sentence, what I'm saying, it makes sense. Or, I'm saying, I don't think you know what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is this, right? All right, so look, I just got up, right? But when I got up, I was out all night. When I got up, what I did briefly see, it looked like a printout of what was on the audio tape, right? Whatever paperwork y'all just released, right?
Hey, bro, this I don't respect niggas over there.
I'm not even talking to you. Can I talk to the... All right, bro. Can I talk to the...
out of an audio tape.
No, you're talking about the Cherokee.
Let me talk, bro.
You was on stand.
Look,
that's true.
See, this is what I notice about Wack with Hudded. He'll overtalk you. And that's what be the problem with the arguments, and you know, it'd be hard to really get the points out that the people are trying to make. But we're gonna listen. Y'all pay attention.
All right, listen. You're listening to respond instead of listening to hear, right? Just give me 2 minutes to listen to hear me. I'm gonna listen to whatever you want to say. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna hear you out, but just listen to me, right? Now, what I'm saying is this, in my professional opinion, from me knowing the law, firsthand, no lawyer, Google, no chat GPT, I write this shit myself. I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing.
So he say he read and write law himself. Status Boom said, taking the plea isn't why I think Max may have snitched. It's the information that he was giving police during the investigation that has me seeing him as a snitch. Call it ATL syndrome. And Status said over talking people is corny and disrespectful. Yeah, because it won't get the point out, you know? And it seems like when a person making a good point is when the over talking is going. So, but we're going to see. And we're going to get into what you just said about giving police information. But if he wasn't there, in my mind, I'm trying to figure if he wasn't there, what information could he have gave them? But we're going to go through this, man.
Right? It seems like this discussion that we're talking about that took throughout the time frame of this case, right, is coming from hearing, not a trial, right? Now, when I spoke to the people pertaining to the case, the friends and the family, right, Nobody, Max didn't take the stand at trial. So we know that whatever this conversation that's going on, this came when he came down. This is called the resentencing hearing deposition, right?
That's
so
exactly what it is.
All right, thank you. So we follow. So follow me now, right? Okay, now just keep this in mind. I'm going to read everything, but keep in mind what I said.
Man, I'm not keeping
Let me
nothing in
talk.
mind, nigga. You ain't
Let me
I
say,
was
yo,
doing
bro,
time
can I
before
just,
you.
yo, bro. If
Hey,
you
so you saying the nigga didn't tell the work is fake?
Say what I'm gonna say, nigga.
Are you saying work is fake?
Yo,
First
bro.
of all, who are you?
Alright, so listen, right? So check it.
You ain't not even dictate that. The work is the work.
Yo, bro, you on my line.
Hey, no, you ain't. Nigga, you lying, nigga.
Let me tell you something,
The
nigga.
work is the work. It's respect. This is the type of niggas. Now, this what California niggas don't do. The work is right there, and you want to talk about he studied law. So, no, all you need to know is read right, niggas.
And see, my thing is, if Wack got the paperwork, he put it out. He said what he was saying on the show with the 050 guys. Let the dude talk so we can figure it out. But we're gonna dissect it. We're gonna get to it. Y'all pay attention.
You got to do a read right.
Yo, you are literate.
Oh, you can read and write the law and the circumstances around the circumstances.
Yo, you illiterate. Yo, Wack, you illiterate and uneducated.
Illiterate?
Education. You illiterate, nigga.
You don't want to open it up for mother. You don't want, nigga. You the fool.
Hey, yo, Wack, you went to school for law, nigga? No.
You the fool.
You illiterate the law.
You ain't even bitch your ex-con.
Nigga, I beat 2 or 10 murders myself.
Beat 2 bodies, weirdo.
You dummy, what you talk about, nigga?
You ain't got no law degree. You dumbass nigga. You an ex-con. You can't even print the bar. Dummy.
Shut up, you dummy.
I'm gonna let this nigga dick suck like the paperwork and the stack. I expect you, stack, to do what you supposed to do. I'm gonna use it.
Hey, yo, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Trap, go. Hey, no, let Trap go. No, let Trap go. Let him go real quick. I want to hear what Trap got to say.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to bring the facts to the table. Nigga is cutting the facts off. Let me talk facts.
Oh, but hold on. Hey, Trap, before you finish, you said you studied the law, right?
I personally, and you go Google my government, nigga. In 2017, I went on the run for 2 attempted murders. They had me over every news.
All right, that's cool, man. But that's what I'm saying. No, we're not talking about you.
Yes, I know law.
They refuse to let the man talk, man. This is the only thing. Everybody, see, stuff like that need to be under control. One person should just mute the other ones and let one talk. But we're gonna listen.
Yes, I know how to read it, right? Let me talk. I know how to read it. I know how to write it.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, let's go beside that.
Yeah,
Let's go beside that.
Anyway,
let's go back to the point of
so listen, like I said, I also want to state this. I don't know nobody. I don't know Wack. I don't know Yall. I don't know Max. And I don't know Pooh Simms. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody in this city, up and down the coast, from state to state to across this east side, my name is valid. My shit is golden. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this. Everybody that knows what I know. I know the law, nigga. This is what I know for a fact, sir. So, some niggas know how to do PR work.
But you know Pistol P, though. You know Pistol P.
What's Spanish, Pistol P?
Yeah. You can't get y'all.
He manages me. I'm carrying y'all. I'm trying to start Trizzy. I'm sorry. I got business relations with Pistol P in Miami. I'm their artist.
Right. So now, like, this is what people saying, right?
Never had it, but
yo, listen.
This is what we saying.
So listen.
This is what we saying.
Read your contract.
As far as
let me talk. I made my contract. I wrote it myself. So listen, right? So what I'm saying to you is this, that I got the paperwork I put up when I responded. Let's use this. One of the sheets of paperwork that I sent to Wack. Wack got it in his phone via text message, and it's on the internet.
Don't lie. The work we just put up.
Is it new? I'm talking about.
We don't care about none of that. Y'all don't want to believe the work we just put up.
Who I was talking to that said they agree that that's the hearing tape? Who said that?
Who was saying that a nigga can't tell in the hearing? On the record?
I did.
You know why? Listen now.
Are you saying a nigga can't tell in the hearing?
No, you can't tell.
He was on stage.
Wait, slow down. You telling me when you sitting there in front of a DA and a defense attorney and a judge, you can't tell?
Wack, read the paper. I said,
is that what you say?
No, nigga, read New Jersey.
Are you saying, hold on, bro?
Yes, that's what
now if you sitting there, okay, I ain't got nothing to say to this nigga.
What I'm saying is that
I got nothing to say to this nigga.
New Jersey rule of exclusion 810 states that the inadmissibility of a plea statement, nigga, they can't use no plea allocution statement against somebody.
Are you stupid? It's on the
It's the
record.
rule of law. No, it's the Stack City. It's the rule.
That don't mean he's not telling, bro.
Nigga crazy.
That don't mean he's not telling just because they got a statute,
Listen,
bro.
when anybody, now I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. If any, have anybody on this phone been sentenced in New York State or New Jersey? Anybody? With COVID?
That's he
So
did.
listen, let me talk, bro. I blew trial in New York and I copped out, right? So now I had a co-defendant. My co-defendant pled guilty 3 months before I went to trial. When he pled guilty, he went to court. They said, Joe, you and Trap committed such and such or such and such day. He had to answer every question as if I committed it, right? In New York State and in New Jersey, I went to trial. When I went to trial, they
Hey, Trap.
listen,
Let me say this, though.
What's up?
Let me say this, though. This gonna clear this up because you going beside things, right?
Besides what?
If a nigga tell on a drug bust and they don't use that
Wait. You guys keep saying
I'm just saying, like, how would that?
See, he's asking the other guy's asking him if you get caught in a drug bust. This is totally different from what they're talking about. See, and that just add more turmoil to getting to the point of this whole thing. A drug bust has nothing to do with it. If somebody get caught in a drug bust and tell on the person that is with them, that's definitely you're telling. But this has something to do with coming back down from having time and do a resentencing, and you have to plead guilty to it and answer to everything what is said. And really, they already know everything, the answers to it. They just have to make you say it for them to give you the leniency for the plea deal. What Trap is saying, he been through it before, and his co-defendant took his time and went on. And he said when he went to trial, they basically couldn't use it. But we're gonna finish listening because that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Epic Eric, what up?
When niggas tell on a drug bust and they go bust them niggas, but they never see him to trial. That means that he didn't tell.
Y'all trying to overtalk me and control the narrative, bro.
Go ahead.
Let me talk real quick, bro. No, nigga, the law is the law. I don't give a. Y'all niggas, listen. Let me explain something to you, nigga. At work, you gotta do what you gotta do at work. You don't do what you think, nigga. You get fired.
So you said all the statements he made in court don't count.
Nigga, no, listen.
Okay, I'm done. Y'all got it.
Y'all niggas, yo, bro.
You used to rap yourself, did.
You the rap, suck my dick.
You saying that don't count for that? You stand with that shit?
You a clown.
You stand with them statements with the DA and the judge.
Nigga.
If Wack let him talk, then maybe we could get around it, man, and listen to what's going on. Or should I say not get around it, but get to the bottom of it.
Listen, nigga, because if you was in my face, nigga, I would be talking, nigga. You ain't gonna overtalk me in my face, nigga.
Nigga, no mama, you ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. And I'm gonna be back in Miami fuck, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing with me. I think you is, nigga. You scared? You don't me?
I'm gonna mute the stage. Hold on.
You bitch ass ain't nobody. Wow, that this nigga saying this statement he made in court with the DA and the judge don't count. If that's what y'all do, I'm done talking to you niggas.
That's bullshit. Alex, you should give me you.
Listen, I'm muting the stage. Hold on, calm down. Calm down. Now listen, let me mute the stage, right? Let me reset the room, man. Stack City House. Everybody, please follow the house, follow all the malls. The title, Max B Paperwork Drop, right? Wack 100 and KR Trap speaks. Now listen, yo Trap, you there? So I'm gonna get an understanding. Did you read the paperwork?
Alright, so listen, I'm the only one that read it, that understands it, that's talking.
Okay, now hold on.
You can't make that statement in this room, Stacks. You letting it? Well, let me say something, Stacks.
I'm talking about the people we're talking to. I don't know who else is in this room.
Hold on, bro.
So I'm not addressing to nobody because I don't know who's in this room. I'm the people I spoke to.
It's me.
Wack 100 sent me the paperwork. I didn't go get my own paperwork. Wack 100 text me.
I did not send you this paperwork. We're talking about new paperwork.
Listen what I'm saying.
Text it to me right now. Text it.
Y'all, this is what I'm saying, man. They're not letting them talk. But we gonna listen.
I sent it to Miami.
No, tell Wack to text it. Tell Wack to text it. Wack on my phone.
Nigga, I'll text your dead ass. Don't ask me to text nothing. It's already up with you, nigga. We ain't you bitch ass. Welcome to the clubhouse now. So we pack niggas up. Don't touch me, baby. You wanna be my friend now? Nah, I ain't your friend, bitch.
I ain't your friend, you bitch ass nigga. I don't even know you.
Too late. If you don't know me, text me to me. Text me to me. You dick in the mouth ass nigga. You like positive. Hey, listen. I don't hit niggas positive, you bitch ass
on your
nigga.
shoulders. You can't say
Text it to me. I was just there.
We trying to. I'm gonna get it to where he read the paperwork, cause that's too much back and forth. So I can get y'all opinion.
Proceedings, but
I'm gonna get it to where he reading the paperwork, so I can get y'all opinion on it, and we gonna get to the point, cause I just want y'all to hear how. When a person overtalk you, to me it sounds like they feel you about to tell the truth about something. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. And
all the PCR proceedings that are before me that raised significant issues and raised very.
Hold up, he reading it down. Hold up.
I won't even keep reading it.
It doesn't say in totality.
What is the name of it?
Limited.
No, you're not listening, bro. Bro, look at the.
Tell him to keep reading it.
1 second. Me and Stack City is dialoguing. I will finish reading when we finish dialoguing.
Hey, yo, that's whack. That's whack. You talking to whack.
Keep reading it, bro. He's gonna say the nigga pulled the trigger. He's gonna say he killed him. He's gonna say all of that. Keep reading.
And now see, in the paperwork, what Wack said is while Trap read it, he's telling Trap, as you read it, it's going to say he pulled the trigger, meaning Pooh Simms pulled the trigger. Then they're gonna say and Max got to say yes. So he killed them. Max got to say yes. Which this is a thing that we do know. Max wasn't there. Only thing that he can say is he heard that he pulled the trigger and it unalived the guy for his plea agreement, but he actually can't say that he was there. See, when you are testifying against somebody, you got to be a real eyewitness or a real rat, regardless. Meaning you saw it, you know about it, you seen it. Anything else is basically hearsay. But we getting ready to figure this out. Raider Nation said the female said that Max told police where to find her when she was hiding. She said that on Vlad TV. Yeah, I've seen that too. So I'm still confused with it. But also I read, well, they was reading something when it said that the police went to the female's house. The mother told them that she was with Max B. They found out where Max B was at. And they asked, where she was at. So as I'm listening to them read it, it sounded like they was trying to play a mind game on him to ask to see if he say, I don't know where she is at. And basically they really already knew where she was at, but they want to see if he lied. So they, in their mind, if he lied about where she was at and they really knew already, that means he was a part of it or what was going on. But basically in his mind, he was throwing them off with the, yeah, I know she at work. And she worked so-and-so, so-and-so. So they went to get her, but they already knew about her. They was looking for her, and her mother said she was with Max B. See, this is where all the tricky stuff come in at. Because, you said a person whereabouts, you ain't saying nothing. I don't know what y'all looking for her for. What, like, is she all right? You asked me, is she at work? Oh, I mean, where's she at? I know she at work. Is she all right? Something wrong with her? That could be the case as well. But we'll finish.
All right, the information. Are you satisfied that you are in fact guilty of aggravated manslaughter by way of what's known as conspiracy? Yeah, hold on one second. Right? Are you satisfied that you are in fact guilty of aggravated manslaughter by way of what's known as conspiratorial accomplice liability? And the way that I've explained that to you, I'm satisfied. Yes. Okay. Do you have any questions at all about this offense that you're pleading guilty to, or accomplice liability or conspiracy, or do you feel that you have a sufficient understanding of this offense and these forms of liability that you can knowingly voluntarily and intelligently enter a guilty plea. Are you satisfied with that? Yes. Mr. Latorica, Judge Delaney, satisfied. All right, and this court is certainly satisfied. In this instant, defendant has had the of extremely competent counsel, not just in these proceedings, but in all the PCR proceedings that are before me that raise significant issues and raise very interesting issues that probably, if decided, will go a lot of higher than my pay grade, but it's ultimately decided. In any event, I am satisfied that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily entered his plea to this charge of aggravated manslaughter, that he's knowingly and voluntarily give up his right to have this court decide the PCR motion. He understands that in doing so, there is no PCR anymore. Got no appeal of what we're doing here. But in the event that some other court decided that what we did has to be, for whatever reason, the best possible scenario for this defendant is that we are put back before where we are, where we started this proceeding about 15 or 20 minutes ago. That is, all of the convictions which I have vacated will be reinstated, and he will be subject to the sentence imposed by Judge Carroll and affirmed by the appellate division, are subject only to me handling the PCR. But assuming none of that happens today, the court is further satisfied that the defendant understands the plea agreement today, understands that it calls for a sentence recommendation of 20 years narrow, meaning that 85% must be served before being eligible for parole. That he will get credit for every day that he's been either in the Bergen County jail or the state prison based upon these charges since his arrest. That he also understands he'll be subject to parole supervision for a 5-year period and understands the consequences for violating. He gave a factual basis that is satisfactory to the state and as well to the court. Again, he is satisfied with it. His attorney and I will enter and accept the plea today. We're still gonna have to have a pre-sentence interview. Unfortunately, just can't impose sentence because what we did was vacate everything. So probably be done by televideo conference or something to that. Not gonna have to stay here to do that. Here being in Bergen County. And we'll probably set this down for the time in September. Does this make sense? Mr. Bruno just asked if we could use the old pre-sentence report. No, I think you could probably just add a cover page to it with the updated jail credits. They'll do that. That's what they may do down there. Let me see, the court. Probably isn't much more to add. I know there's been recent appellate division cases, maybe even Supreme Court, but certainly appellate division that since a plea up until sentencing, even resentencing, if there are things good that happen, the court could consider. I don't know if anything bad happened while you were in prison, but certainly anything further mitigating factors. So it is appropriate that we do have a PSI. We can't waive it. And if they have to just add to it since the last time, that's fine. So I think it's September. Here's my question. My clerk is more brilliant. Let me see. Will state prison, first off, what I have to do, will state prison.
Us never them said the fact of the matter is Max agreed to everything Pooh Simms did when Pooh Simms says he didn't do anything. And that's the tricky question about it, because Max went to trial and said he didn't do nothing neither. So now when he come back and he says and agreed to the stuff that the state already knew, all the stuff, the facts that have been out is how they got a guilty plea on Max and Pooh Simms, right? So they already knew about all this stuff that they're asking him now for them to let him go. The guy Trap, who y'all listening to reading off the paperwork, is saying that they can't use that in the state of New Jersey, that plea agreement against him. That's the catch right there, man. I didn't see Big Face. M. Mills say you agree with Big Face Gary. He feel like Max ratted. I don't know. I didn't see Big Face show. I'm gonna go and check it out. So that's the key factor right there. If they could use that. Once they be able to use, they would have to have Max come and testify. But if it's not in his plea agreement, then he ain't gonna be able to. He don't have to come testify. From what I've been hearing, they saying he wouldn't have to come testify, but they still might try to use the paperwork. But Pooh Simms' lawyer to say, nah, if the man ain't gonna come get on the stand, then that paperwork should not be able to be used. His plea agreement, basically. Epic Era said it's sad. However, someone had to hold that charge. Right, and that's what I'm saying. Me and Unique was saying earlier, like, what she could have got with his brother to make all this simple was say, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And the brother agree to let him go. In certain cases, some people got to just teamwork things and be like, yeah, you go ahead and get up out of here, and still get out there, get some money, get a real lawyer, and probably came back and get some of the time cut for him as well. Said M. Mills said Pooh Simms committed the crime in front of 3 people who took the stand. That's my point. Max B wasn't even there to be an eyewitness to it. So, you know, that's my whole thing as well. And Mills said Pooh exhausted all his appeals. So Pooh really can't get no more appeals, even if Max B was still in jail, basically. Is that what you're saying? But this is wild. Gangsters turn, peace and love say gangsters turn into online homicide detectives. You know, when you're in there and you're smart, you learn that law. And when you read it and you've been in there for years, and basically that's what the trap guy's saying. He'd been in there, he studied law, and basically he went to school for it. Because he said he know how to read and write it.
The systems, once we put this into the system, they're going to keep them there well, and that's why I anticipated. I'm going to speed read through this. I'm going to mumble it, but I'm going to speed read it. This the court's talking. And I updated the jail credit in anticipation that he would be sentenced today for exactly the reason, basically, technically, right at this moment, he's not in state prison. I can revoke his bail. Doesn't have any bail. Well, I can set a bail. I can hold him no bail. I guess that's what I have to do. But he would say, see, that was not my concern. That's actually the question. It's one of the reasons why I didn't have to vacate to be sentenced. But the problem is, I don't know what the state will do. I don't believe they will release him on the street. Although, theoretically, if they see somebody down there,
Al Green said all pleas corroborate evidence. So if you have co-defendants, you jeopardize whoever's fighting the case. So this is what the guy Trap reading off now, and he said in the state of, he read off some case numbers or something, or statute that in Jersey you can't utilize a person's plea against the other co-defendant. That's what he's saying. But we're going to finish listening.
Here's the thing. I don't think the state has the authority to hold him in a state prison facility, number one. Number two, by the same token, you know, my client always possession to everything out down there, and I wouldn't want him to be remanded to the Bergen County Jail for a significant period of time because all of those things would be gone, guaranteed upon his return. I did update all of the jail credit, and basically, although we could argue for something less, I think everybody's understanding is that the sentence is going to be what it is. I don't think that there's anything that's transpired since the date of the original sentence, good or bad. That way, anyway.
You compared to page 16, bro. Right.
So,
Respectfully, go to 16. Look. No disrespect.
We read that.
I
stopped those. Listen, we read that.
Get all of the questions. I'm telling you.
Understood.
Us Never Them said, bottom line, when they ran down on Max the first time, he should have said nothing, period. He wasn't there, so he should have kept his mouth closed. Well, if he went to trial, going to trial means he didn't say nothing, right or wrong. He took it to trial the first time. So he had to not say nothing because they would have used it on him in trial. Al Green said, it's inadmissible, but still on the record. Facts, it's on the record, but if the person can't come and take the stand so the man can face his accuser, that his lawyer can argue that. Don't even mention that on the record, off the record. Don't mention the paperwork, the plea agreement, anything. His lawyer can argue that. And it's up to the judge to say yeah or no. Your player partner said, no more false idols when you can't speak it fluently and always have to fish your wording. It's a lie. Max B did bad. It hurts, but that appeal was dirty, which that wasn't an appeal. It was a pre-sentencing hearing again that he came down on. And that's what that is, but they reading it right now.
That if you your brother, wait, wait, Stack City, I didn't read, wait, hold on, cause niggas will tell you I read this.
Don't read, nigga.
Wait, nigga, y'all niggas asked me to read it. Shut up, nigga, nigga, listen faster, shut up and listen. Nigga, I'm not reading fast, you listen to slow.
No, nigga, page 16.
Everybody heard? Yo, Stack.
Everybody did not hear it.
Can I talk to who room this is, please?
Why would you read through him telling, Stack?
Can I talk to who room this is for?
Nigga, who read through you, bitch ass nigga?
me 10 seconds to who room this is.
You heard it already. We heard it.
Look, all right, look. I read this. What did I say after I read it? Right after I read it, I stopped it and I said to you, yo,
the same thing you heard on the audio.
I said I'm gonna keep reading, but we could have skipped this and went to the next conversation. Now, to you, what I want to say to you is this, right? I'm in agreement with you that this is what I'm gonna say to you, and what I said to Wack on the phone before, but I'm talking to you directly, right? I'm in agreement with you, right? That any nigga that speaks or misspeaks anywhere, nigga, to anybody, I don't give if it's to a traffic cop, nigga, right? You ran your mouth. But if you don't put a nigga in jail, if you're not the reason why niggas convicted, if you're not the reason why niggas in jail, if anything you said or did was not contributed to a factor to a nigga sentencing, to the time he got, listen, to anything. No, let me talk. You're not, if that happens and that comes out, he did it. No, but listen to what I'm telling you.
Hey, yo, Trapper, then how you getting away with the fact that what he did to Gina Conway then? Hold on. Then how?
So Wack saying he can't come back on the pill. Homie saying that he can, or if he can, but they ain't letting him finish so we can get to the point of this, man. For real. Us Never Them said no the first time they didn't take Max in. Remember, Max was the first one to have police contact. No, they had the girl first. They got the girl. They came to Max and asked where do he know her and where do he know where she might be. And from what I read, don't quote me on it, allegedly he said that she was at work. But once again, in my mind, if you come and looking for somebody in my peoples and you asking me where they at, and I really know they at work, and I ain't did a crime, she ain't do no crime or nothing, first they ever say is, she at work. Why? Something wrong with her? But now people utilizing it as if he just straight up telling them. They ain't thinking that he might be running game on them, trying to play stupid for them, not acting like, because if you act like you don't know and they already knew where she was at, and you act like you don't know where she at, they gonna automatically say, oh yeah, he down with it. He trying to hide her for some reason, but we'll find out. So yeah.
See, when he was helping the homicide detective.
So look, people came to me.
Hold on, homie.
Let me
Listen,
talk to tell you. I spoke to her family. Let me talk to you real quick, right?
Bro, I don't care what her family said. I'm going by what the paperwork says.
Maybe you guys listen to me. The only thing that Wack sent me was this. Now, people came to me and told me about other paperwork that nobody's produced, right? I know some people that's good friends with Pooh Simms. Pooh Simms been sending me messages.
I just produced it.
You're not listening.
Your player partner said Max B gave her up first. In return, when the police caught and told her Max B sent us, then and only then did she spill the beans. No, see, that's a game police run on you. And see, that's what she's trying to run with. It happened to me and my co-defendant. They had me in one room and him in another room. And they were saying that he was telling on me. And I'm like, I don't care what he's saying to save himself. That's on him. Because always remember this. Even if y'all did something together, one person snitched, you don't got the right to snitch back. You gotta do just what I told him. I don't care what he said. He must be saying something to save his ass because I don't know nothing about it. And they said the same thing to him with me. And he told him, man, I don't know what he said. That ain't got nothing to do with me and blah, blah, blah. Me and him laughed at it once we got back in the cell together. It didn't work. And if that's the case, they ran that on her. She still don't even understand it. Now, she said, I had a recording listening to Max tell this, that. That's why I went and told, even though she ain't supposed to, but she's a girl. They should have never did no crime with no girl anyway. But they run game on you like that. So she probably didn't even know that he didn't never even say nothing. So we can't even believe that neither. Yeah, they ran down on Max B because they didn't know what a girl was, but they knew about the girl already because they got them on videotape in the hallway. They didn't know who they was at the time, but they knew her face and all that, and somebody pointed them out. But anyway, they went to the girl mother house, and the mother told them that she was in New York with Max B. Period. And that's why they went to Max first. But they already knew who she was because they went to the mother house in Bmore. So them going to get Max first was easy because he's a celebrity at this time. So it ain't going to be hard to find him. And he going to be outside playing it off like he ain't done nothing. So it's common sense to move like that anyway. But it ain't his fault they stepped to him, but they didn't have him in videos. How y'all tell me how somebody gonna know somebody is somewhere in a whole nother state that wasn't even there? Why would they go get Max B first? Tell me how that happens, man. It doesn't make sense, man. Your player said it's documented Max B gave her up first. Where's the documents? I haven't seen anything. She ain't wrote nothing. She's just saying word of mouth that he gave her up. I haven't seen any documents stating, from police documents, stating that Max B gave her up and said, what she did. That would be silly of him to even do that. For what? Because in his mind, just common sense. In his mind, he know he wasn't over there. He gonna run with that. Why would he have to give her up and say what had happened? If that's the case, she might well said that he gave the brother up too. The brother is the one that he sent over there to be the enforcer for her because she told him about the money that was in there. So that don't even make sense. I'm just breaking it down at these little points from what I'm seeing. He said it's court document, not rumor. Max B gave up cooperating info to Gina's whereabouts. It's in the transcript. I just said it. He said it. He said it. He said when they came and approached him, they asked where she was at. He said she at work. He said that. So that ain't giving her up. That's just saying she at work. He didn't know why they looking for her. Even though he really did, but they don't know that. But if he would have said, I don't know where she at, that would have been oh yeah, he must know something. To police. Police play mind games and they go to school for that. And Mills says she's the weakest link. That's a fact. She told on both of them. Max B was singing like Mary J. Whatever that means. Giving her up is essentially giving himself up. Exactly. And he went to trial, so he couldn't have gave up no real information at the beginning. He already incriminated himself. Why would how he gonna go to trial now? Nobody seen no documentation. She ain't even proved documentation that he said something about her. None. She just saying that. Which that's hearsay.
Listening to me, bro. No,
that's what they go.
No, listen. The paperwork, I'm talking about that Pooh Simms keeps saying.
Okay, let me read.
Let me talk. No, we're not talking. That's a pill paperwork.
Let me read.
Yo, you're trying to manipulate, bro. We went over this, bro. Stop repeating this thing. Yo, bro, can I talk? Mute this nigga whack for a second, bro.
Go ahead.
Yo, bro, can y'all mute this nigga whack real quick, bro?
Let him talk, and then you.
Let me talk, bro. This nigga's trying to manipulate you.
Hey, bro.
You know what y'all do?
I just want to make it clear.
Yo, bro, let me talk and say what I'm saying. Stop cutting me off and ask what I'm saying, nigga. Let me say what I'm saying, nigga. Yo, listen. What I'm saying is this, nigga. Max B on his appeal filed an appeal, and him and his lawyer sat there and they wrote to the courts and said, yo, listen, on top of that, that's to take into consideration that I cooperated with helping them locate Gina Conway.
That's the other word.
Listen, the courts told him, nigga, that's not deemed cooperation, nigga. That shit is void, it's meritless, and that shit can hardly be deemed as cooperation, nigga. You didn't contribute to any fact of that. Listen, that's on.
See what he's saying? He's saying whatever he told the police about the girl, the courts, and this is on document. He reading the documents right now. The court is saying that did not help, that didn't contribute to nothing. Meaning he probably just said she at work. But he tried to utilize it to say, well, I did help y'all with something. I said she was at work. It is basically what is being read right now and what the trap guy is trying to say. But Wack them gonna come back and say something. Let's go.
My page highlighted.
Yeah, hold on. That's irrelevant. Hold on, please. It's irrelevant what the court deemed because they didn't want to give him a deal. The fact of the matter is what the street is.
You can't say
Nah, it don't wait, no. This is why. Homie, but this is why that's irrelevant.
He didn't put nobody, listen, bro. Put nigga, you can't show.
Gina Conway got arrested by him giving that information.
So he's saying, the other guy that just came up there saying that it don't matter what the court say. They deemed him saying where she was at. That was irrelevant. It was no real good information, which means it didn't put nobody in jail. It didn't help them solve the case, nothing. The guy that just came on said that it don't matter what the court say. How it don't matter what the court say? Courts is damn near always relevant. What Trap is saying, it didn't put nobody in there. But using those words, he told them, I did help cooperate and help y'all, find her. They found her, but they already knew what they was looking for her for. He didn't say, yes, she committed or was part of the murder. She did this, yeah, she over there. No, they asked where she was at. Or did he know her and know where she was at? So I'm still waiting, and I'm only playing devil advocate because I want to know what is the real scenario of what they're trying to use, being that they saying that the paperwork will stop, or the plea agreement will stop Pooh Simms from getting back into the courtroom. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But Trap, he said he read the statute of Jersey that they cannot use that in court. I chat GPT, they said it could get him back. They could use it in court depending on if basically the judge allow it, and they would ask. But 9 times out of 10, they would have to come and take the stand. But if they didn't have it in Max B's plea agreement that he got to come back to court, if Pooh Simms tried to appeal it, they got to utilize him as a witness. So if it ain't in that contract on that plea agreement, he don't have to come back to court. So it's a possibility they can get it thrown out, is how I'm looking at it. But Trap, the guy was reading, saying that it can't happen.
She wasn't in custody yet. No, that's a fact, homie.
No.
Now you're lying.
You know that's a fact.
She was not in custody, homie.
This nigga's a rat.
Go to my page.
Your player partner said leading incriminating information. Right, what is the leading incrimination? He just read it off as they said, nothing you said was relevant to the case. So that means it wasn't nothing incriminating. He just read it. He reading the paperwork right now. Us Never Them said, then down the line, Max told Shorty to go to her job, and that's when the girl got locked up. He told her to go to her job? How somebody gonna tell you to go to your job when you gotta go to work? You have to go to work. There's nobody telling you to go to work. And if she felt like she was hiding from the police, she could have told, I'm not going to work. I'm gonna go somewhere else, or I'm gonna just leave. She listened to him to go to work, or did she have to go to work? That don't even make sense right there, man. See, those are be the game changers of all this stuff that's going on, why stuff all over the place, because people word stuff how they want to. A person can't tell nobody to go to work. They have to go to work. Yeah, that's Trap. The dude is Trap that's reading the paperwork right now. And he's saying, that Max didn't incriminate nobody. And they couldn't use Max's statement against Pooh Simms. This is what Trap is saying.
She was in custody. Nah, I know the paperwork. She was not in custody.
Use the rat. Show you. Tell Wack, honey, go to the paperwork. He said,
Use the rat.
Listen, read that.
He's telling all to the paperwork. I'm not going to argue about
the first two people they arrested was Ghostin and Conway, nigga. When you read the paperwork in the case, I read the case.
Nigga said I cooperated with helping you find her.
Bro, listen, no. Gina Carr.
No.
Listen.
Yeah, she was the first arrested, but they were speaking of Max B before she was arrested, homie. What are you talking about?
The paper, I read paperwork. Wack sent me
So do I, my nigga. I did 13 joints that ain't. What are you talking about paperwork?
Nigga, read
just like you trying, bro, listen, hold on, brother. Bro, yes I did. I read all that in paperwork.
Listen, all you talking is gossip right now.
Bro, that's what you doing right now. You leaving out the fact. Hold on, bro. Homie, what you trying to do, just because, for example, just because New Jersey does not use the pre-allegation minutes. Listen, homie, I know what I'm talking about. None of you saying ain't gonna say shit over that.
Yo, bro,
that's what you need to do, nigga, because you trying to cover up the fact that he told, nigga.
I didn't cover up nothing.
Yes, you are.
All I did was...
Hey, hold on. I'm muting the stage. I'm muting the whole stage. Listen what I'm saying, though, dude. I'm saying we got people going at each other. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Trap, yeah, all right, he cool. He with Miami and them. He just opened up for Mariah the Scientist yesterday. He doing big things, bro. I think Trap, you gotta really listen to what he's saying because he's not coming at you. Iced Out not coming at you. Iced Out was just saying from facts. And Iced Out is valid in the city too. You know what I'm saying? Iced Out move around the city. So I just think y'all should just dialogue instead of cussing each other out. Cause yeah, you know what I mean? We ain't here for like to be beefing with each other.
Y'all need to look real quick, right?
Scrap, but I ain't cursing that nigga. I ain't cursing nothing. I'm just saying what the facts are. I ain't call you no rally. I ain't call you shit.
What you said is not me to do nothing wrong.
Yo, Ice, look, Ice. Yo.
They said, Max B said, meet me at your job, and the boys was waiting for her. I never heard that one. He said, meet me at your job. I heard him say when they asked, do you know her, and where is she at? And he said, she at work. So why would he have to say, meet me at your job? He could have just told her, babe, where you at? Meet me at the house. Why he had to be there at the job for if she already was over there with him from Baltimore? None of that even makes sense. Why meet her at the job and then put her job in it? Might possibly get her fired if she would have got around this case. That don't even make sense. Of all places, why she had to meet him at the job? She ain't looking at him to set her up with the police. He could have just said, come to the house, and then they jump out on him when she walked into the building. That don't even make sense, man. I had to see some of that in writing.
Look, I said Max B didn't tell, right? Look, I told Wack like I told that dad spoke to Wack. I don't know Max, I don't know Pooh Simms, right? But I know how to read paperwork. So I said, yo, send it to me. Listen, send it to me, I'm gonna read it, right? Now, I'm telling y'all about law, right? By streets, that nigga did bad. He ran his mouth. Cool, but he didn't put nobody in jail. So
but that's not true. He put Gina Conway in jail, my nigga. Yes, he did.
All right.
See, they say he put Gina Conway in jail. How did he put her in jail if they went to her mother's house looking for her? That means they already know who she is. You can't get around none of that. They went to her mother's house, and the mother said she is in New York with Max B. So how could he put her in jail? The police already knew whatever they had. And evidently they had somebody or something to ID her to figure all of that out. If that was the case, they would have never went to Baltimore to her mama house. They would have went straight to Max's house. Let's make this make sense, man. Let's go.
You say what you say now. Can you listen to me? I heard you say that. Cool. He put Gina Conway in jail. Now keep in mind, can I talk? I had no paperwork until Wack sent it to me. I've never seen any Max B paperwork. I watched what 1090 Jake broke down, and then Wack 100 sent me the next paperwork that I got, right? Oh, I get the paperwork back.
Yeah, Wack get all the
paperwork. So listen, Wack tells me this comes from Simms. It's a link. I opened that up, and the exact paperwork Wack sent me, I broke down.
Your player partner said, we don't know why they did any of this, but we do know what the paperwork say. They reading the paperwork right now. That's what we listening. He gave incriminating leading information. What's the incriminating leading information that he gave? By saying she at work, leading to the arrest, so she can She could run forever if she want until Max B says she at work. In his mind, that's not criminating, leading nothing. They already how they know to come to Max. They already do to come look for her. But they already knew it's mind games the police play with everybody involved or that they think is involved. And the only way it gets incriminated is when you open your mouth and say things that you done or you might even know about something and but I wasn't there, but I did know about it. And depending on what you say to them, they're gonna charge you. Because now they figuring out you as part of it. But just because they go to get somebody, they really was probably looking for her for questioning just to see what she know. Max was told on by someone else. He told on Gina. In return, Gina told on everyone. Well, who could have told on Max if he wasn't even there? Except Pooh Simms. And that's not nowhere in paperwork. And he ain't saying he told on Max. Pooh even saying that the girl told on both of them, on all of them. So that don't make sense. Somebody else told on Max. The mother told on Max. Or where her daughter was at and who she was with. She's not at home. She's in New York with Max. That's how that happened.
On my page. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. Now, when I went into the paperwork, in the beginning of it, as soon as they start talking about it, the first thing that they say is after they talk about the murders and everything that happened, they talk about how they picked up Ghosted, who was the security bouncer, and the bouncer at Sin City. Now, I don't know none of these people. All I'm doing, I'm a stranger. I'm reading this page. This is like a book to me. So I'm reading it, right? They picks up Ghosted. Ghosted is the bouncer from Sin City that had something to do with it. Ghosted gets arrested. When Ghosted gets arrested, then told them that Gina Conway had the bags. If you don't believe me, how they got the cell phones, this is how they got the hotel keys, this is how they got the bag of shit they took. They locked up Ghosted. Ghosted gave up Gina Conway. Gina Conway.
There it goes right there. Ghosted the security that worked at the club Sin City. They found out about him. They went and got him. He told Gina's name. That's how they went to Gina's mom's house. Now we getting some.
Gave up the information that led to the arrest of Pooh Simms and Max B. This is in the Court of Appeals paperwork Wack sent me. Y'all can all click the link. If y'all can all go. I don't have to send y'all nowhere. All I did was put highlight marker on it. I didn't touch nothing or go to any other paperwork outside of what Wack sent me. So no, I heard that.
I never sent you this paperwork.
Y'all talking about listen, the paperwork you sent me.
Uno 1728 said you the only one person who thinking logically. Yeah, and see all of them all over the place, too quick to want to say somebody is a rat and somebody this and that, and they ain't analyzing the whole real situation. I'm analyzing, breaking it down, like things don't make sense to me. There's no way in the world that you are somewhere in a whole nother state and all of a sudden you the main topic of being the one that told on everything. You wasn't even there. Police don't even know nothing. Nobody knows nothing except the people that was there. You can't tell nothing from sitting over there, even if you sent the people to go do it and you didn't send them to unalive people, you sent them to rob them. So how would you even speak about it from a whole nother state about what happened over there? Even though they might have came back and told you what happened and how it went left and sideways and da-da-da, but still at the end of the day, still kind of hearsay. Somebody had to say Max set it up for him to even be down with it. They had to say he the one that introduced me, which the girl did, introduced me to Pooh Simms, his brother, and told Pooh, because she told him about money she seen and all that, and he said, oh, I'm going to send my bro over there with you. So they basically utilizing him for putting it together from afar. Somebody had to tell that he did that. Those are the reasons why people put hit out on people, so they ain't got to be there. If things hit the fan, they can't get implicated in it. Only way it can happen is the person that they sent tell. That's the only way it can happen, man. That's how the mob do it, send hits, nobody can tell nothing. That's how a lot of street nigga dudes I grew up with that was putting people lights out, they was sending their team. So the boss don't get put involved with it. Now the boss get put involved with it once the people get caught and open their mouth. Is all I'm saying. So we finished listening.
That bitch was when Ice Out and talked about Gina Conway.
But that one right there says Gina Conway.
Okay, Trap, can I ask you first?
I mean,
Let me ask you,
No one argued that she wasn't, though. No one argued that she wasn't arrested for This is how you try to weasel out the other situation.
How did Mac tell the police to lock her up? Listen,
and I'll tell you right now.
Listen, Ice out explain.
This is what I'm saying. You just want to talk, my nigga. You don't want to, but you don't want to know what the facts are. You just want to know what you're saying.
I'm reading black and white, and that's facts.
This isn't the black and white. Because look, you just said.
Don't you Ice out? White
shit. Man, this is crazy. The fact of the matter is, how they got to Gina Conway's purse and everything is because that bouncer told them to where her friend lived. That's where they found her bag with the phone and everything in it. And from that.
So if the bouncer told where she at, that sets it off right there. Who told? Not Max B. And these guys reading the paperwork off. And this is the guy's name is Ice challenging Trap now. Listen.
When they got into the phone, how did they get it?
What did we say? They said they found it where?
They found it in her friend's house. Her bag was found in her homegirl's house.
No, Ghosted.
Yes, my bro. I'll show you. I'm gonna put the
Ghosted. No, listen, Ghosted. Read the So Wax sent me fake paperwork because the pen. Listen. I'm about to go.
No, they found it at Golston's house, yo.
They see, now they saying the Ice dude said, man, they found it at her friend's house. I found her bag at her friend's house. Now another guy just chimed and said, nah, they found the bag at Ghoston's house. See how the stories is all over the place? And people be talking like they know what they talking about and try to, and have the stories changed 50 times. Now they found this bag at the dude Ghoston house who they locked up for it. That was a part of it. We don't even know how they found out about him. But we listening.
They said it was in the homegirl's house in the last.
No, it was Ghoston's house.
It was Ghoston.
See? And the Ice dude was right going, no, you don't know what you talking about, Trap. They found it at the girlfriend house. And he talking like he know what he talking about. Now he's looking, crazy that another dude was telling them, nah, and they found it at the security dude Ghoston house.
If not, the nigga sent me fake paperwork because I'm reading what nigga sent me. Everything that I'm talking to y'all on is based off the paperwork I got from y'all for whacking me. I didn't do no independent. I didn't go grab nothing. I said, yo, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want no politics. So nigga said, yo, this is what it is. Okay, cool. We gonna see what it is. So my thing is, if she was arrested first, then that cancels out.
It doesn't cancel out because you leave it out the phone once again. He gave them information to lead to where she be. He gave them her mother's address.
Listen in. She get, it says it right
there. What does her being arrested first once again have to do with they were speaking to him first prior to her arrest?
No, they was not.
You not listening. Yes, they were.
Bro, can you please?
The Bergen County detective testified to that.
Look. He said, I'm gonna read the. Yo, bro, y'all going against the paperwork y'all sent me. You basically telling me right now, yo, don't listen to that paperwork you read.
Right, the Ice dude ain't even talking about pay. He just was wrong about they found it in a girlfriend house. A bag in the girlfriend house. Now he gonna say that he was in the Bergen County Police and the police testified to it. And from what I'm hearing, they came to Max B looking for her. And he told that, and I don't even like to use the word told, he told them that she at work. But that's still not saying that he spoke about what she did and all that. He probably looking at it and want them to think in their mind that, well, he's basically saying she at work, so maybe he don't know nothing. But he wasn't down in no interrogation room or none of that.
So it's like credit for it, nigga. What I read on the paper.
No, what do you mean? Even on Max B's appeal. Even on Max B's appeal, he acknowledges that he gave information to help arrest Gina Conway.
And then what did the court say? And the court dubbed it and said that's void of merit.
But it doesn't matter that the court has looked.
And then using those words, even even Max B said it himself. He gave information. You know, using those words sound like you really talking about something. He gave information. Still, information is what kind of information? It could be lies. It says nothing where he implicated nothing. He wouldn't have been able to go to trial if he would have gave incriminating information. It would have ate him up in trial badly. Mind you, his cop out was 8 to 10 years. He could have just easily jumped on the 8 to 10, especially if he knew he started running his mouth. His lawyer would have told him, man, you went in the interrogation room saying this and saying that. It ain't going to look good for you at trial, man. So it still ain't adding up to me. What they're trying to say at the beginning of it. This is not a beginning of it thing with Max. He came for an appeal. I mean, he didn't even come for an appeal. Pre-justice sentencing, whatever. It's about a plea agreement. Homie and them still trying to break it down. He told on the girl first and all that to make it sound like he ratted. And he went to trial. So this extra adding into the conversation, what the ICE dude is doing is kind of non-avoiding. He just was wrong about the bag being at a girl house. But they not even letting homie read the paperwork. And he getting frustrated. He should have went in to start reading it again. But let's go.
They didn't dub she was not. Right now, Pooh Simms. They didn't dub none of that.
You know what's crazy right now? You arguing instead of reading it.
I read it, bro. Listen, you're not listening. That's it, because you just want to yell.
So wait.
He said he read it. If you read it, you would have known it said that ghost. You had another person that said it was at the ghost security house. So if you read it, you should have been reading the same thing both of the other two was reading. Come on, man.
Reason why, I'm telling you now, no, you're not reading and comprehending. The reason why the Bergen County, listen, the reason why the Bergen County's prosecution decided not to credit him for the information he gave them because they claimed they already knew the information that he told them. That's why.
So if they already knew information that he told them, why did the police say themselves? The judge shouldn't even have to say it wasn't credible, so you didn't really help us. The police should have told them that. Police not letting you leave up out of there with you telling them something that they already knew. Once again, I said at the beginning, these things, they already knew all this stuff already. They playing mind games. Didn't I say this at the beginning of this episode? I said it at the beginning. Why would they let him leave out of the interrogation room with telling them something that they already knew already? This don't even add up. That means the police are straight dumb. And we doubt that very seriously.
Meaning where she lived, or where her mother lived, they had prior knowledge of that. But that didn't stop Mac V from telling them that prior to them arresting her.
Said they knew where she lived. Hold on, let me rewind that part back. What do you mean where they?
Decided not to credit him for the information he gave them because they claimed they already knew the information that he told them. That's why. Meaning where she lived, or where her mother lived, they had prior knowledge of that. But that didn't stop.
And he said, meaning where she lived, where her mother lived, they had prior knowledge to that. They just said that they got the security and the guard, and the security guard told on her. That's why they went to the mama house. So he's still trying to put Max B in the sheet he told where the girl live at. It doesn't add up with what these guys are saying, man. It's like you want to make somebody believe what you want to believe. And the guy trapped trying to read the paperwork.
Mac V from telling them that prior to them arresting her.
With healthy choice symptoms.
That don't even make sense, man. He got his facts kind of wrong. He already just showed that. They had to get her first, or Pooh Simms first, to even put Max in this world of what this guy is talking about, man.
She was already arrested.
No, she was not.
Homie, bro, all right, listen. All right, I heard what you.
Right, homie said she was already arrested.
Now listen.
You're wrong.
I heard you out. Cool. You fucked up, right? So now listen. Right? Check this out. Look, I got. This is what they say happened. Right? They say that after the case happened, they went and the first nigga that got arrested was the Sin City Bouncer, the nigga named Coasting, right? Whoever that is. Gholston, right? After that, they say the next person that was arrested was Gina Conway, and that they located the bag and they got the.
Hey, bro,
right?
you say that.
Let me talk. Why you cutting me off, bro? I didn't
Because
cut
we want you to new.
And why he keep cutting him off when we try and hear and let him get to the point? Then cut him off. Don't cut him off when it sounds like something getting good, man. That's what's going on with this. Is what made me and confused me. Like they cutting him off, man, and they ain't letting him talk.
Let me. I finished reading that. You right back.
When that nigga's telling on the stand.
Listen. I'm gonna finish reading. I'm like on 20. I'm gonna finish reading.
Jedi mind tricks, though.
All right, listen. I'm talking to Ice. There's no Jedi mind tricks. Ice, listen.
I ain't talking about you.
Let me
let him read him telling on
let me finish my sentence so I can read. Nigga, yo, Ice, listen. Right after they say Gina gave them the bag, right after they say they got the bag from Gina, they say that Gina gave the information that led to the involvement of Leardom and Wingate. In the next sentence, it says it. They locked up Ghostin, locked up her, and then she gave the information to the involvement of Leardom and Wingate. It says it right there. So I don't know, maybe
it was the girl that brought it all together.
No, listen, there's nobody else named in the Court of Appeals. When you go to, that's
the girl. Read the paperwork of Max B fingering Pooh Simms that we just dropped yesterday.
You already read it. He's saying this.
Slow down.
Wait. I read it, nigga. We just like your back. What's wrong with you? You got Alzheimer's or something, nigga?
Yo, whack, man. What's going on? You can't talk about Max B now.
I don't even know. And the crazy shit about it. So look, so
he's a whack.
All right, yo, listen. Check it, right? Nobody's in jail because of Max. Did Max overtalk the police? Let me talk, bro. Like, let's stop cutting each other off for a second. What, Mike? We agreed it was the end result, right? So we get to the end result. Listen to me, bro. A nigga doing 120 years, right? What? And nothing that Max B said it did was contributed to 120 years. Listen, what you're saying, this is what you're saying. You're saying, this is what you're saying. You're saying if Pooh Simms appeals the case and he comes back down, this is what you're saying to me. Let me understand it. Let me get to where we at now, right?
All right.
So you're saying that if Pooh Simms appeals and comes back down, that they're going to be able to overrule New Jersey Rule of Exclusion 810, and they're going to be able. Wait, let me ask you a question. You're saying that if Pooh Simms get rid of him on his appeal, right? He files appeal, they give him rid of him. Let's pray he do free Pooh Simms, by the way, right? Let's say that. So, but let's say, right? So let's say he files appeal, he win. All right, he comes down. You're saying that the state of New Jersey is going to override their law, and they're going to take that sentencing allocution and use it against Pooh Simms?
What I'm telling you is, what Pooh Simms told me out of his mouth.
See, I can't answer that question, but he gonna say what Pooh said out of his mouth. What Tap is asking is you saying that if Pooh come down for the appeal, they're gonna use Max B's plea agreement against him. But Wack get ready to say he ain't answer it, so we gonna see what he say.
From his attorney, everybody knows I talked to him, the recordings are out, that when that nigga went down there and lied to everybody and said the 75 came to 20 because his entertainment attorney was biased in this case. Remember that?
None of that is said. Slow down. Slow down. You
slow down.
You spoke about Max.
Bro,
you did that. I was just talking.
Max B said this.
Hold on. What I'm reading for you right now, and then I'm gonna put it in the chat. It says right here, and then I'm gonna put it in the chat.
No, but read the part there too.
Hold on, look. It says, so even Wingate himself, that he had. Hold on. Let me read this.
I
know that. Let me read it. Please be quiet. So even Wingate himself raised the point that he had gave some information, but the court specified that he gave the police was not meaningful cooperation. So once again, even the state, the prosecutor says what he gave them Was it helpful? It don't change the fact that it don't change the fact that he gave that shit to the homicide detective prior to her being arrested. That means he ratted. He did it right.
That don't even make sense. Let's hear this again, man.
Raise the point.